Okay, we should be back. Should be working this time. Hopefully. Maybe. Okay, there we go. We're back. Now it seems to be running smoothly, hopefully. I don't think it created a new stream or anything, it just rebooted this one. Always incredibly awkward and fun starting this up without any people in it. Try and fix up this audio real quick. I know it sounds really buggy. Okay, now it should maybe be a little better. Now, there we go. Now we should have something decent audio in here. I don't know if anybody's watching, but we'll see what happens. Just bored this afternoon. Want to see what's up with everybody. Talk about movies. Just finished filming my February Blu-ray collection update. Hopefully have that edited for next week. So that should be fun. Excited to see what people think of that. My collection has grown so much from there, but that's what I've been up to. Yesterday watched Argylle. Should have a review up maybe this weekend if I can find my light so everything can look a little better in here. As you can see, it's kind of dim in my room right now, so I'd love to get that ring light back so I can record my review for Argylle, which should be very fun. I'm going to try and keep my reviews now to like just 5 to 10 minute reviews depending on how passionate I am about the movie. So look forward to that. Hopefully want to make a Dune video. I've been really into the Dune stuff lately. Let's see. I want to remake my Ratatouille video that I released a couple years back on why it's my favorite movie. Rewatched that a couple months back and just still loved it. So I'd really like to get a script going for that. Back to being fully monetized again on YouTube, so that's motivated me quite a bit. I wanted to do videos for a while, but this was just my extra push to get back, so hopefully we get some more people in the live stream and see what's up, start a conversation about movies, Lego, whatever's going on. Honestly, just an excuse for me not to edit right now, but oh well. Oh yeah, I do have a Lego Dune video planned. I can see it right here on my desk, but can't spoil anything about that. Curious to see how that video does. I'm very excited to post it. Still work in progress, but I'm very excited about it. We got 3, or I guess 2 people watching because I'm on it too. So how's everybody doing today? I had a pretty lazy day so far, which isn't a bad thing. Let's see, so I watched Argylle yesterday, so that was my 7th movie in the theater for this year, which is pretty wild to think about. I didn't think I'd be going to the movies this much. I think really the only other movie for this month I'm planning on seeing that is like truly a February release is Bob Marley, which I'm not like totally excited about, but you know, I like Bob Marley. I don't mind going to pay to see that movie. I'm seeing a fan event early for Dune Part 2, but that's technically a March release. I'm just getting to see it early. But that's like motivating me throughout this month. Dune 2 is just, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. Okay, the audio's not too bad. So I have to check that. So yeah, pretty much just Bob Marley and Dune Part 2 for this month. Otherwise, not much happening movies-wise. Once we get to March and like Kung Fu Panda 4 and stuff, it'll get pretty exciting, I'm sure. I know it's kind of a gloomy subject, but just heard about an hour back or so that Carl Weathers passed away. I was sitting right here with my Apollo Creed Funko Pop on my desk, so that was pretty damn shocking. See, I got my the bear video up yesterday. First video uploaded since January 1st. Proud of myself for that. Gonna try and keep it decent pace, at least a video or two a month. Just gotta get really passionate about it enough. I kind of want to do a video talking about David Lynch's Dune, since I recently watched that for the first time and just finished the book on Monday. So pretty bad adaptation, but I know so many people have done videos on that movie that I don't think I'd have anything meaningful to say about it. Started Dune Messiah, got it on Tuesday. I got through the prologue, so very much haven't progressed through that hardly at all. Really excited to see how the movie for that ends up. I know Denis Villeneuve is going to make it. Hey, Mr. Matty. Good to see someone in the chat, so it doesn't feel like I'm just talking to myself. Glad to see you in the stream. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. It has been a long time. Last time I did a live stream was well over a year ago. Is that built that Lego movie set while talking about movies. It's June 27th, 2022. So yeah, well over a year at this point. My consistency with live streams on this channel is really all over the place, man. Nice Avatar poster, thank you. Yeah, I've got both of them. They're the theatrical size posters I got from the Disney Movie Club. They're bigger than like your regular Jaws poster that you get at like Walmart or Five Below. So they're like fully printed. You can see through the back of it, so they can like project the light through. Really big fan of those posters. They don't stay up too well in my closet, but they look pretty good. I love Avatar. Got the totally in the way Casablanca poster back in like October, November. Really like that one. It's actually, I don't know if you can tell, slightly bigger than the Jaws one. Want to get it framed. Need a better Batman poster too. Really can't wait to do a room tour on the channel. It's just a matter of fixing everything up in here and getting my light back. Once I get my light back, I can't wait to do my review for Argyle and all that. Brick by Brick says, so Argyle was peak, right? Totally, yeah. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but if you follow me on Letterboxd, which I'm sure most, I don't know, Mr. Matty and Brick by Brick do, y'all know I was not a fan of it. I'll leave it at that. You'll have to wait for my review to get the full thoughts on it, but I was not a fan of it. My theater totally ate it up. They were laughing. They were like, oh, they were like fully gasping during multiple plot twists, and I was just I wasn't having it. I'm happy I paid a discounted price for that movie. Only $3. Only paid $3 for the ticket. Howdy y'all. Howdy the Irish potato. L review, it was goated. Yeah, you gave it like a 7 out of 10, brick by brick, which I respect. I know there are going to be people who did enjoy it, but it was just too stupid for me. I'm okay with a fun, silly movie, but there were just, it was just too much. I'm into fun stuff, but eventually I draw the line. Um, there were just way too many plot twists at the end that I thought it felt cheap. At one point, I just didn't really care because I knew there would be a plot twist within like the next 10 minutes. So whatever was going on wasn't going to be true or was going to be true. Or I just lost interest the longer it went on. It was way too long. You have to agree with that, Jeff. It should have been at least 30 minutes shorter. It should not have had that extra 20 minutes on top of the 2 hours. I thought it was way too long. You just hate fun. I did have some fun with it. But during some of the action scenes that are supposed to be fun, I couldn't help but notice the really, really bad CGI and green screen. It was distracting for me. Honestly, did not feel the runtime at all. I didn't like the pacing of it. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me, but I felt like the first hour was so much stronger than the last hour and 20 minutes of it before the first twist. Trying not to spoil anything on the live stream for anybody who hasn't seen it, but the big twist does happen about an hour through. Pretty much the entire time before that, I wasn't hating it. I thought it was all right. And I didn't even hate the plot twist. I had predicted it within like the first 30 minutes. I kind of figured what was going to happen. But after that hour, it started doing too much, where I felt like because of those plot twists and the amount of times they changed things, it could have ended way sooner. They could have made a much shorter movie that got the point across a lot better, I think. It just went on way too long. I respect it for just going all out, but I didn't enjoy it. There was one character who could very easily have been killed multiple times and ended everything, but they just didn't, which is the only plot choice that bothered me. Trying to think which character that even was. Post-credit scene was so hype. It was such a stupid post-credit scene. I didn't even understand it, but it was so stupid. I really couldn't believe that the same guy that directed Argylle directed that X-Men First Class. I really enjoy X-Men First Class. I've never even seen the second time, but I enjoy X-Men First Class. Never seen any of the Kingsman movies, but I didn't think Matthew Vaughn was a terrible director based on the one movie I saw, but Argylle was something else. Not awful direction, but man, I was not sold on it at all. Not at all. Argylle is definitely favorite movie of 2024 so far. Minus probably The Beekeeper. First 2 months of the year have been rough so far for movies already. At least in my opinion. Let me think. The only other movie that's come out this year so far that I still want to see is Mean Girls the Musical. But that's only because I really enjoyed the original one, which I watched for the first time like a week or so ago. I thought it was absolutely hilarious. I had a blast with it. There's a reason it's become so popular within pop culture. I really enjoyed it. I don't know I know the original Mean Girls is a musical, but based on the clips I've seen, it doesn't look great, but I wish I'd seen the Mean Girls musical over Argylle. Bro, the credit scene carried. Honestly, yeah, I agree. It was just so funny to me that by the time the movie ended and we got to that post credit scene, I couldn't help but laugh. So, you know what? Yeah, post credit scene carried. Argyle over Beekeeper. I gotta disagree. I mean, the Beekeeper gets so weird at the end, but I was having more fun with the Beekeeper, and its crazy ending than Argyle's weird 7 plot twists ending. I did like the one song that they included in the movie. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's a recent song, came out last year, but it's a song that I really like, so it was cool seeing that in a movie. It's just unfortunate it was in a movie that I didn't really enjoy. Did you see Carl Weathers passed away? Yeah, I saw that. It was like an hour ago. I mean, I was sitting here. I have my Apollo Creed Funko Pop watching me. That was just devastating news. That was one of the hardest hitting celebrity deaths ever for me because I can say at this point I've practically grown up with the Rocky movies now. I mean, I first watched them like 2.5 years ago, but I really got into those movies whenever I started watching them. And I loved Apollo Creed. I loved the Creed movies, obviously. Loved him in The Mandalorian too, even though his role was pretty minimal. I thought he was still a really solid actor. So it's a pretty tough goodbye. He was 76, I think. I don't think he died of anything specifically, just passed away peacefully. It was super sad to hear. I was absolutely devastated by that. It was just, couldn't even believe it. Argyle is the 27th best movie of 2024. Let's see, what 2024 movies have you watched this year, Jeff? I know you watch so many movies per year, and I just can't keep up with that. I mean, I've watched a little over 60 2023 movies, and even then I was still missing out on stuff like Oppenheimer and all that, but yeah. You've watched 40, I mean Sundance, because you went to Sundance, that probably impacted it quite a bit. A lot of short films. I wanted to watch Self-Reliance on Hulu, but I decided not to. If I'm just not sold on the premise of a movie and I don't have any motivation to watch it, I'm not going to watch it if I don't want to. Beekeeper is number 37, yeah. ISS over it. That's surprising. Was ISS any good at all? What did you rate it, Jeff? 3 stars. Mostly works, a couple of great scenes, but some frustrating moments. Worth watching if you're interested, but isn't quite as good as the premise makes it sound. Fascinating. Mean Girls is at 11. Didn't one character in Argyle have one character who died twice? Yeah. I think multiple. I mean, it's a mess. Argyle is 27th, not including short films. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see it on your list, yeah. Mean Girls is pretty high, though. Is Zone of Interest actually a 2024 release? Or is that just because it released in the US in 2024? So my thing is I'd rank it based on what awards year they'd go into. So if they're going into the Academy Awards for 2024, if they could be nominated, then I would put them in 2023 ranked. Ethan, watch All of Us Strangers. It's so peak. I'll probably check it out once it's on streaming, just because I've heard good things. I really want to watch Hitman. I'm mad I didn't get an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Are you excited for the sequel, Wasp Keeper? Honestly, yeah, I'll go see a Beekeeper too. I'm a Beekeeper pilled, if you want to put it that way. I count when it expands to Boston as release year. Okay, Jeff, I'll go with that. I'm cool with that. Definitely want to check out You're a Monster, and I saw the TV Glow. If it's just New York / LA, don't count it. What's the best acting of 2023 in your opinion? I mean, like I said, I still haven't gotten to watching Oppenheimer. I really need to get on that, but I'd say Dominic Sessa is probably my favorite performance of the year. That or Zac Efron. Or if I had to choose my top 3 of the year, with only one actor per movie, it'd probably be, and this isn't like a top 3, it'd be Dominic Sessa, Zac Efron, and Kaylee Spaney. So that's Holdovers, Iron Claw, Priscilla. Hitman, June 7th, it's peak. I'm really jealous that you got to see that so early. It's a shame it's getting a Netflix release, right? I think. I want to see the new Henry Cavill movie that's coming out in April. Something of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That looks really fun. Cillian Murphy or Paul Giamatti. Yep, it's a 2-man race there, right? It's pretty much just between those two at the Oscars, and do you think it's going to Cillian, Jeff? I think it'll most likely go to Cillian. I'd love it if Paul won, but I think it's pretty obvious Cillian's going there. Oh yeah, I watched American Fiction on Tuesday. Really ended up loving it. I really enjoyed American Fiction, like a lot more than I thought I would. Henry Cavill once said he wanted to do a Red Dead Redemption film. That'd be really sweet. I've seen cutscenes from the game, and it looks super just cinematic. It'd be a really cool video game to movie adaptation if they could do it right. I'd be totally down for that. Argyle. The real Agent Argyle was pretty disappointing, honestly. What did you think of the real Agent Argyle twist, Jeff? Squidman says, chat, who's buying the Dune Lego set? I want that set so badly. I gotta get a job, guys. I gotta get that set. I'm so excited for Dune Part 2. I've seen Dune pretty good amount of times now. Watched in IMAX for the re-release. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week, and it was amazing. Just truly a one-of-a-kind IMAX experience. Just totally ate all of it up. I had it spoiled. Yeah, me too. I saw the original Twitter post from a couple years back with the premise of the movie. So yeah, I had already kind of predicted that. It was one of my predictions, but yeah, it was totally whatever. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but it just went off the rails after they reveal who it is. I didn't like it. Yeah, that Dune set is so cool. I'll pull up my screen recording so I can pull it up. Let's see, shop.lego.com. I think the figures in the Dune set are almost perfect. Maybe it's just a bunch of bias speaking, but I don't know. I think it looks amazing. My only issue with the build is the Technic pins that are red and blue and yellow that stick out. They just look really jarring. Just should be black. It's a problem that Lego's gonna have forever until they make those Technic pieces available in black or gray. Let's see. Speaking of which, is anybody in the chat seeing Dune Part 2 early for the fan event? I know I definitely am. Apparently they're handing out free posters, which gets me really excited. I always love a good free poster at the movies. I took one for Napoleon whenever I went to see The Beekeeper. I still haven't gotten out of the car, but for some reason I have a Napoleon poster. I was actually going to check that out, but I just canceled my Apple TV free subscription. So I guess I'll check it out eventually. I know it's pretty mediocre. Ethan, would Argyle be a 5 out of 5 if you watched on a date? Honestly, it probably would have been a higher rating if I watched it with somebody and had a little more fun with it, just to laugh at it with a friend even. Like, But I truly think it isn't a bad date movie. It reminds me a lot of The Lost City that came out a couple years back. Sort of Romancing the Stone type thing. But honestly, yeah, I don't think it would be a bad date night movie. Like, there are quite a few couples there that clearly enjoyed it. There was a grandma there who was like a total hornball for Henry Cavill with her grandson. Like, she was just like, whew, whenever Henry Cavill first showed up. Oh, he's so big. All this. It was hilarious. That was more funny than the movie. I'm trying to pull up Lego if I can. Argyle over Lost City. I mean, neither are very good. I don't know which one I'd pick over that, but I think I got more of a laugh out of Lost City than Argyle, honestly. What would you pick, Jeff? Would you buy a Lego Argyle set? Yeah, for ironic enjoyment, like totally, or maybe unironic. Who even knows? Those would actually be some cool figures, though. Like, I would totally take a Henry Cavill Agent Argyle figure. I think that would be awesome. It would have been very funny if they made that into a Lego set. Honestly, if anything, I'm just happy that I no longer have to watch the trailer for it. That trailer was so incredibly annoying. What do you mean? What would you pick? Between The Lost City and Argyle, which one would you rather watch, or which one do you think is better? $900 life-size cat backpack set. That's honestly, Lego would, out of all the different Argyle things, they would put the cat as like the focus of it. I couldn't stand the cat, and I don't even hate cats, but I could not stand that cat. The CGI was so bad. Okay, that's just La La Land. Sorry about that, guys. That's straight up just the poster for La La Land. That's not gonna work. Okay, can't figure that out. Um, Bro, the trailer was peak. I thought the trailer was great. Whenever I first watched it, I was really sold on it. I really enjoyed it. I thought the music choices were good. I thought the cast lineup was great. I thought it was a fantastic trailer. But after seeing it like 10 times within the last 2 months, I got so sick of it. Creation Geek says, "How's Gavin doing?" He's doing alright. I think he's almost finished up with school at this point. For today. Not like high school or whatever, but for today. What was your original username, Creation Geek? Clearly you've been on the channel for a long time. I just don't recognize your name. Okay, you already said Argyle over Lost City. Okay, now I see it. I totally glossed over that comment. The cat carried so hard. The CGI was so bad on that cat. It just, I'm putting way too much energy into this movie than I should. I gotta see if I can somehow pull up a screen recorder somehow. Towards the beginning, the cat looked real, but there were so many parts of it where it just looked so fake. And the green screen was just terrible. Like, especially the scenes where you see like a cityscape behind them or some sort of scenery showing a different location. Are you going to rewatch it in theaters? Honestly, if my friends ask me to, because they know I hated it, I gave them my review for it. If some of my friends want to go see it, like, ironically, yeah, I'll go see it in theaters, but they'll be paying for my ticket, not me. You should make Argyle customs. Honestly, I did think of that last night. I don't think I have the right hairpiece for Argyle, though. Or for, like, Henry Cavill in the movie. His Argyle, not the real Agent Argyle. It'd be like the Zane Lego Ninjago hair in black, right? That'd probably be the best option for him. Are you excited for Brick by Brick's video coming soon where he shows off his Argyle Machinade? Honestly, yeah, I'd love to see that. Agent Argyle. It really should have just been a spy movie with Henry Cavill. That's the most disappointing part to me, is that they show off Henry Cavill as a super spy, but it's not a movie about Henry Cavill as a super spy. That's what I wanted. I knew that's not what it was going to be going into it, but that's what I wanted out of it. Argyle is probably the 28th best movie of all time. What about the real Agent Argyle? I'm going to leave that up to you, Jeff. Have you seen Brick by Brick's latest hit, America First Moxie review? No, I haven't, actually. Y'all gotta send me that. I saw Moxie at a Rocket Fizz earlier this year up in Denver. It reminded me of you, Jeff, and your disgusting fantasy about that soda. It tastes like cough syrup. I mean, all respect to your opinion, everybody's got their own taste, but it just tastes like cough syrup. I want to try it again, though. Maybe my taste buds have changed within the last 2 years, but whew, Moxie was not it. I actually got Moxie just a couple days after seeing the first Dune. Are you going to read the book? Wait, there's an actual I had no idea there was an actual Argyle book. Did it, like, exist before the movie? Published January 4th of this year. Huh. So is it like... Is it what the book is supposed to be like in the movie? Like what book 1 is supposed to be like in the movie? Or is it the book novelized? I'm confused by that. No, we went to Rocket Fizz and SLC. Did you try it cold? Yeah, I tried it iced, I think. I mean, it was refreshing, but it didn't taste good. I guess Rocket Fizz is the go-to place for Moxie. I got it at a Cracker Barrel. That was the day after I saw Dune, because I went to a Cracker Barrel. I got a glass of water because we made the joke about the give me the water thing in Dune in the old Discord chat. And then took a picture of Moxie, and then I went to Barnes & Noble and got this book right here. It's the first book in Ellie Conway's Argyle series from the movie. Okay. I mean, that'd be maybe kind of cool to check out. If it is truly that Henry Cavill spy movie as a book, I wouldn't mind it. But how much is it anyways? $20? Nah. I'd pay $5 for it. if this movie actually ended up being based on a book, and like everything that happened in the movie happened in the book, I'd really want to read the book. Film is an adaptation of a recently published book of the same name by a writer also named Ellie Conway, who doesn't appear to have a substantial or believable internet footprint. The identity of the author has been a mystery since the movie was announced, with many believing Conway to be a pseudonym. So it was written to promote the movie. That's just fascinating to me. That Moxie hit different. Now I want to try it again. I don't want to pay like $5 to get it at Cracker Barrel though. Gotta go up to Rocket Fizz again up in the mountains. Boy, I haven't streamed in a minute. I forget how dry your throat can get doing this. Whew, I haven't talked this much in a while. Oh, in other news, I know Jeff will find this funny. I submitted my application to be a critic for Breckenridge, the Breckenridge Film Festival. It's mainly smaller indie movies. I don't think anything big has come out of it, but yeah, maybe a critic soon. I know the voting for the critics for in September, whenever the film festival is, ends in May, so I'll figure out by May if I become one, which is pretty cool. Got connected through my film teacher for it. Hey Brendan, the Upside Down Brick, what are your thoughts on Little Italy starring Hayden Christensen? I honestly had thought about starting it last week, I think. I think it's available on Freevee through Prime Video. I actually do want to check it out. Moxie is so mid. Thank you, Brendan. Finally, someone gets it. Good luck. Thank you, Maddie. Just lick root beer off of some metal and get the same experience as drinking Moxie. Yeah, put some cough syrup and penny water in there too. I really want to watch, or I guess rewatch Megamind tonight. Seeing all the memes with the Minion. Are you wearing Jean-Paul Gaultier's Pour Him? Very funny stuff, guys. And after the Megamind TV series and movie was just announced on Peacock, and it looks awful. I haven't seen the original Megamind in so long. It's just one of those DreamWorks movies I didn't watch often. I have it on DVD, but I just never watched it often. I really need to. I didn't even know Brad Pitt was Metro Man until yesterday. Whenever I looked at the cast on Letterboxd, I was totally shocked by that. But like I said, I haven't seen it in forever. Brendan, I will watch Little Italy if you watch movie 43. I'd love to see that. Just do a group watch of like a double feature, movie 43 and Little Italy. I saw The Bear season 3 should be streaming, or not streaming, filming at the end of this month. That's exciting. I can't wait for that. It'll probably be, what, late release this year, if we're lucky. I mean, maybe next year. I'm shooting for like a November release. I think that's most likely. But maybe it's just me being optimistic. I don't know. Just making sure the stream is not lagging for everybody. Ethan, watch movie 43. There's this movie 43. Look it up for yourself, Mr. Patty. Chat, who else is excited for Brick by Brick's review of the Upside Down Bricks Breaking Bad RV mock? That's actually a really sweet mock. I've only seen through season 1 of Breaking Bad. A little through season 2, but pretty much just season 1. The 43rd greatest movie ever. That's why it's called Movie 43. That's right. Trying to see if I can get the chat on the screen. Bet. Let me know what you think of it, Maddie. I have not seen it, but I would love to someday. Thanks, but yeah, no problem. It's really good. I mean, better than what I could do. I haven't built a mock in so long. I want to, but my pieces are so scattered all over the place. Once I do my room tour, y'all see, obviously, my bedroom, and then I have my basement with really all the big sets. Pan over a little bit. Here's a brief glimpse. Sorry for that OBS pop-up a second ago. It is a W show. Indeed, I really enjoyed season 1. It was a really solid start. I just don't know when I'll get back to it. I'm so addicted to movies, trying to get through ones I haven't watched and all that. I find myself having a hard time sticking to a TV show unless I really get into it, like The Bear, and just randomly give it a go. Or You, which I still haven't finished. I got halfway through season 1, I got all the way through season 1. I got halfway through season 2 and never finished. Sorry about this, guys. I gotta turn on my fan. It's way too warm up in this room. Build a little Italy diorama. Speaking of Hayden Christensen, do y'all hear the rumor that he may voice Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3? I'm actually all for that. That'll totally get butts in seats if they put a tagline saying Hayden Christensen in the trailer. Totally see that happening. Have you heard the rumor that the Upside Down Brick is dropping a Star Wars The Force Awakens mock? So I hope it's soon. I hope it's true. No, I didn't. I haven't heard of it. Y'all should have me back in the server so I'm up to date on this stuff. You should watch I'm Thinking of Anything, Ethan. That's Netflix, right? I have heard of it. I think I'd put it on my watch list. Definitely want to watch Reacher. Heard good things about that too. I know it's like a dad TV show, but I don't really care. I want to check it out. Apparently it's got good action too. Yes, that is funny, I think. Okay, so I guess I'll do a live stream exclusive for like the few, 3, 4 people watching right now. I built a Princess Irulan minifigure from Dune Part 2, Florence Pugh's character. And I think it's pretty good. It's based on like her white, grayish attire. I don't really have a reference available to put up on the screen, but I'm pretty proud of it. Maybe the 11 head doesn't look totally like Florence Pugh. Let me know. I like the hairpiece. The main problem is like her metal helmet. Obviously, the Omega torso and the alien torso from Star Wars, I can't remember what they're called. They go together really well. Like the sand blue and the white works together really well. It's just like that chain metal, like grayish shiny helmet that she has on. The closest thing I have to it is the classic space helmet, which doesn't look awful, but it's like, it's too smooth. It's supposed to be like a spiky headdress. Tonway, there we go. I like the hairpiece, but I can't figure out the correct helmet for it. I'm glad the guy who played Anakin in Star Wars is finally branching out to some bigger roles like the guy from Little Italy and Shadow the Hedgehog. That's going to be a wild filmography. But yeah, I'm all for Hayden Christensen being in some other stuff outside of just like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Ahsoka. I still haven't watched Ahsoka. Me and my brother got through like the main important arcs of Clone Wars over the fall, and both really ended up enjoying it. We started Rebels Season 1 in December, but we never got back to it just with all the busy holiday stuff. So once we finish Rebels, we'll finally check out Ahsoka. Looks alright. I'm not expecting much out of it, but it's worth a go. Did you make Austin Butler's character? I really want to. Maybe I should make it on stream right now. I really want to. That'd be so cool. I'd love to make Feyd-Rautha. I'd love to make some customs based on the 1984 movie as well. You should build Florence Pugh's character from Oppenheimer too. Too many people made Oppenheimer customs at this point that I don't have any interest in making any. I'm excited to see more Lego Dune stuff this month, hopefully. Love to see some cool mocks with those figures. Ahsoka is mid. Yeah, I'd figured, but that show is just pushing me to watch Rebels, if anything, which I can appreciate because I heard Rebels is really good. I've just only ever gotten through the first season, and season 1's basically just a rewatch. So once I get to season 2, I'm hoping it does maybe get better. Does it get better? I don't know. Yeah, also going to say I built the Emperor from Dune Part 2, but I'm not going to show that one. I'm saving that for the video. Yeah, let's go ahead and make Feyd-Rautha. Maybe I'll do a video on him too. Will you watch Oppenheimer soon? Probably whenever it hits Peacock. I know Jeff has it, but I'm probably going to wait for Peacock on that one. I know some of my friends want to check it out, so I may wait for them too. You should collab with the Upside Down Brick on a Dune Purist custom. How exactly would that work? Like just on a Instagram post where we like did the cross collab things? I don't know how that works because I don't regularly post on Instagram like I used to. I know you can do like 2 accounts can post the same thing. I'd be totally down for that. That'd be super fun. Oh, nice. It's actually an action figure from McFarlane Toys. I gotta get some of these, man. Of Feyd-Rautha. It's actually a really solid reference. I don't know if I'll get any focus on his face at all, but yeah. Let's see, what torso am I going to use for Feyd-Rautha? I want some sort of armor, obviously. Let's see what I have around here. Give me some torso recommendations, guys. I have the FNAF Blu-ray. I like the style of the cover. Yeah, I do like the purple look of that movie. It's aged worse with time for me the more I think about it, but it holds a special place in my heart because I grew up with those games. Same with Oppenheimer 2. Nice. One of my friends bought Oppenheimer on DVD, and even though I haven't seen Oppenheimer, getting it on DVD just there was a pain in my chest whenever I saw that. You don't buy Oppenheimer on DVD, man. Maybe the Darth Maul. Ooh, that could be good. The Darth Maul. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Even though he doesn't have robotic legs, I think the robe printing from this Darth Maul figure would work pretty well for like those pockets on his pants. He doesn't exactly wear robes underneath. It is more armor. Are you going to see The Zone of Interest? I saw it recently. It was amazing. If it can be in this zone that I'm in, if it's available in the theater, yeah, I'll totally go check it out. I've heard great things. Similar with American Fiction, it just took forever for it to show up in any of my theaters. What did y'all think of American Fiction, for those of you who have watched it? Oppenheimer on VHS. That would go hard. I think I'll go with these, the Darth Maul legs, but I'll flip the hips around so they're just standard black. So instead of the robe printing, it just looks like the pockets on the side of his leg. All of Us Strangers over Zone of Interest? That's a strange comparison. That's a Jeff comparison. Who else is ready for Beyond the Spider-Verse this year? I haven't seen it yet. It was so much funnier than I expected it to be. Especially what he ends up naming the book. Jeff, I know your review was just so good for it. You didn't even have to say anything. I understood it. Okay, there are the legs for Feyd-Rautha so far. Pretty good. Thinking of like a gunmetal gray torso that I could use that looks like armor. I would just carry y'all around with me while doing this, but I'm on a computer. You should make the Timothée Chalamet Wonka. I would, but I just don't have a good torso. I know there's a red Harry Potter torso with like scarves around it that works really well, but I just don't have that torso. If I could get it off of Bricklink soon or something, I would totally make it. All of Us Strangers was in the running for Best Picture, but Zone beat it out, which was the wrong choice. Okay, that's a fair comparison then. I haven't seen All of Us Strangers, but it can't be that much better than Zone of Interest. Okay, I have an idea what torso I could use. Hang with me, guys. Okay. Ethan, when he says... your review was so good but didn't like it. So 2 torsos I'm kind of leaning towards. Okay, no, maybe not this one. It's a PG stream, Jeff. I think Zone of Interest 100% deserves its nomination. Once it hits any theaters near me, I'd love to check it out. I mean, I know it's a really dark movie, so it's kind of weird to say that, but considering it's apparently so good, I'd love to give it a go. I'm sure All of Us Strangers deserve a nomination over Maestro. I'm on that Maestro hate train. I may go with the Dark Trooper torso for Feyd, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all are thinking. I don't know if a Stormtrooper design for that necessarily works very well. I mean, it kind of looks like a still suit, but it looks like a modified still suit. So I want something a little different from like the official torsos. Zone is my second favorite Best Picture nominee. Y'all think Across the Spider-Verse should have gotten a Best Picture nomination? I know there's a lot of people that were fighting for that. I'm not going to use this Dark Trooper torso. This doesn't work. Zone was kind of confusing and too long. I didn't understand what negative zone was. Okay, y'all, I'm cooking. Hey, Iron Blaster, what's up? No, Spider-Verse should not have. Interesting take. I'll cook a little bit here with this design and see how it ends up. It's not quite the gunmetal color that I'm wanting for Fade, but we'll see. Not bad. I think that actually works. Just having a feud over movies. Okay, here's Fade so far. What are we thinking of the torso? It's the Batman torso just flipped around. There's a bunch of lines in his armor, so I think it maybe gets the point across. And then I'll add some gunmetal arms with black hands to match up with the legs. Uno momento. Streaming for almost an hour now. That looks pretty good. You got the Darth Maul legs with the hips flipped, the Batman torso flipped around, and these gunmetal gray medieval arms with the gauntlets on them, black hands. The only thing I'm iffy on really is the torso. A proper gunmetal gray torso that would work, that'd be helpful. And figure out a face. The cape. Some shoulder pads on top. Okay, y'all, what head should I use for Feyd-Rautha? He doesn't have eyebrows. No idea what to use for his face. Luke Skywalker head kind of works, but he has eyebrows. What Lego minifigure does not have eyebrows? I know there's got to be one out there. There's a Feyd-Rautha so far. Probably swap out the Batman cape with a regular one, but that's what it looks like for now. Generic Batman head. Maybe. Since he has no eyebrows, but he has the band. Okay. Just erase the eyebrow painting. I need to have a double of a headpiece that I don't care about erasing for it. And if I do, I'm going to make a mock of Paul versus Fade that we see in the trailers. I'd love to make a mock based on that set. So I could just use the Paul from the set with the still suit and then my own custom fade. I'd love to make a mock of that. You have some Fremen standing around, like a cool base with it. I would totally love to make that as a set. Put the Princess and the Emperor as my customs there too. I'm not going to erase the printing unless I make a mock though. See how the Luke Skywalker head looks? I mean, he's got like really faint eyebrow printing. Really, really light eyebrow printing. Doesn't look terrible. I'm not feeling the torso anymore though. Gotta change out the torso. I think I'll stick with that for now, but I'll change it if I make a video on him. Otherwise, there's our Fade Rotha for now. Not too bad. I erased lots of printing recently to make La La Land figures. Oh, what pieces? I need to just order a bunch of pieces so I can make my own La La Land mock. Don't even have a La La Land poster. I guess the only La La Land things that I have are the 4K steelbook and then the vinyl of the soundtrack and part of the score. I'd love to have a La La Land poster, but they're so expensive. Jeff, if you're watching, how much did you pay for your La La Land poster? Because it's like the iconic one. It's the Lovely Night poster. I know Mr. Matty recently rewatched it. Now it's your favorite movie, I think, right? Sorry about that. Totally forgot to turn off my Bluetooth headphones. Should have done a Fortnite live stream. That would have been fun. Or even just live stream playing Spider-Man 2. I have not finished that game. Yes, it is. Awesome. There we go. Lola Bunny torso, Batman swim trunk legs, and Nick Fury torso. Steel Jeffs. What was the Lola Bunny torso used for? I get the swim trunk legs for the shorts. The red, are they red shorts? Green shorts? I can't remember. I'm interested to see what you used the Lola Bunny torso for. I have no idea if I ever shared it on the channel, but this was my Robert Pattinson Batman custom. Just the torso and legs with the Black Widow arms that have been reused to death, but they do work for Batman. And then that Tom Riddle head came in the set, and then the this style Batman cowl with a little piece of paper covering up the eyes, and it's stuck in there now, but just to get the headband look across with those shoulder pads. Mia's torso. Brendan, you should do an Argyle mock. Which parts did you erase, Brendan? I'm sorry, I'm really confused here because it's like a tank top torso. Or did you just erase all the printing so you could have that specific yellow colored torso? ETL, my favorite YouTuber. Thank you, Ricky. Appreciate it. I know you're one of the OGs now. I'll send you a picture on Instagram. Sweet. I'll make a life-size replica of the cat. Do that. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so sick of the super bright and colorful thumbnails across LEGO YouTube. Oh, it feels like content now. It feels like nobody actually wants to make stuff. Oh, I see what you did there. That works really well. Is it okay if I share it on stream, Brendan? I don't want to spoil anything for your Instagram. I won't show it on here if you don't want me to, but I see what you're doing with it now. I erased pretty much all of it, yeah, to get a plain yellow female torso. Cool. The Han Solo head shockingly works pretty well for Seb. What torso did he use? Because I have all those pieces for Seb, except for probably the torso. I mean, I don't have those exact legs with that belt. I don't have enough pieces for Mia, but I definitely do for Seb. I would kill for like a La La Land set. That'd be amazing. I never showed this on the channel, but I did build that creator camera. Pretty cool. You can open it up. In the back, you get the film on the inside. ETL exclusive sneak peek. I guess that means I can show it. Maybe if it's visible. There we go. That looks really good. They both look instantly recognizable. Whoa, what? Dang. Sorry, y'all. Just saw from Physical Media President, Dune Part 2 will get released on 4K Blu-ray and Steelbook on April 30th. That's pretty quick. It's what, a month or two after it's released in theaters? I'm really happy with them. Yeah, you should be. They're really well done, man. Why are we already announcing release dates for the Blu-ray and 4K for a movie before it's even out? Not even a fan event out yet. Makes you lose a lot of motivation for some people who don't always go to the theaters. But Dune is meant to see on that big screen, man. I've got like 3 buddies of mine who all want to see it opening night. We may just do that if our schedules align just right. I know I'm already seeing it like 4 days early, but I'll totally go see it with them. I don't have any doubts that it'll be bad. I can't imagine it being bad after what Denis Villeneuve did with the first one. Still gotta watch Blade Runner 2049. Just gotta watch the first one, the 80s one with Harrison Ford. I mean, both of them have Harrison Ford, but I gotta check out the original first, otherwise it doesn't feel right. Thought we weren't live for a second there. And this webcam quality is so mediocre. I was going to use my other one, but it's so dark in here right now, and I'm kind of relaxed and don't want the massive fluorescent light on, so I'm just not going to switch over to my high quality webcam right here. In fact, off because it's getting too warm. The original is whatever. 2049 is amazing, though. Yeah, the original is a Ridley Scott. So I figure it's pretty good, but not something I've returned to. I mean, I liked Alien, but I don't see myself rewatching that anytime soon. Maybe like 2 years down the line if I forget about it, but it's not a very forgettable movie. I'm still interested in seeing the 80s one, just to see how it compares with the Villeneuve. You need to watch Sicario as well. Love Arrival, love Prisoners, both incredible movies. I really like to complete his filmography. I know 2049 is like one of the last Sigma male, literally me movies I have to watch, which I hate to say out loud, but it's true. Those are the literally me movies. I'm almost gotten through them. I mean, I guess Nightcrawler counts as one of them that I haven't seen. I love watching movies with male characters that teenage boys fantasize about being, who are terrible people. Just my favorite genre of movie, obviously. I think I'll go for about 20 more minutes or so, unless I have anything more to say. Gotta get to editing my Blu-ray collection update for February. I actually released that yesterday, but I realized, or actually one of the people in the comments mentioned, that I had forgotten the last two clips. So the final 2 rows of movies on my shelf I did not showcase. The video just cuts off. I have no outro, nothing along those lines. So it's an incomplete video, and I had already deleted the footage, so that was very frustrating. I was very ticked off at that, so I'll refilm that just before starting this live stream. I should have that up maybe tomorrow. I'm trying to pace the videos out, spread them out a little bit, not try and overwork myself with them. I try and split up what I enjoy decently. Reading through Dune, listening to music, watching movies, going out with friends, and trying to do videos all at once. Trying to balance that. It's such a difficult life right now for me, I know. Very excited to finally have that video up, though. I was just going to release it in January, but I had to wait until February. I just had to. Because I do one every single February for some reason now. I did an update in February 2022. Did it last year. Got to do it this year. I hate how good movies get associated with the literally me stuff. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think the Ryan Gosling memes are really funny. I really enjoy those, but it's unfortunate because stuff like Fight Club and Drive are really good movies. They've gotten a bad rap now thanks to people who don't understand the movie. I mean, with Fight Club, I guess it could be a little bit more difficult for a 13-year-old boy to get the message across if they're just watching the movie for a cool Brad Pitt character they saw on TikTok. But for most people, it's pretty black and white. I gotta rewatch American Psycho again. I didn't think it was bad, but at the time I don't know, I didn't love it. Maybe it was because of all those memes and so much hype surrounding it. I had a friend say it's like one of the best movies of all time. So, I don't know. It deserves a couple more watches before I truly have any, I guess, definitive opinion on it. But for now, it was like a 6 out of 10 to me. I just didn't love it. They're kind of funny, but so overplayed at this point. I agree. Yeah, that's about right. And I need to rewatch Drive. At the time, I was kind of tired while watching it, so maybe that impacted it. Need to get through more Gosling filmography. Want to watch more Scorsese this year. Want to watch more Tarantino. Want to watch more through some Hitchcock. Got through a little bit of it in January. planning on finishing the Mission Impossible franchise this month, hopefully. I have 2 of them on 4K, which I have never seen either of. I've not seen 2, 3, 4, and Fallout. American Psycho is good, but it's not in the best movie of all time conversation, in my opinion. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Like I said, I need a rewatch, but for the moment, I agree. I'm watching this in car. I hope I don't crash. Well, good luck, Squidman. Enjoying the ETL Productions radio show. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I completed my Lego Avatar collection. It looks sweet, especially if I can change the colors of my lights to make them almost look like black lights or whatever. Ooh, that blue works much better. I should have kept it like this. I think if it's like a bright green, it's like 11 o'clock at night or whatever, those Avatar sets just glow. Fallout's the best one for sure. W movie. I've watched like the first 30 minutes of it. The first 30 minutes are great. I just gotta finish. I may like it better than Dead Reckoning. Yeah, we gotta know where Squidman's going. Gotta Mysterio dox him. Let's see. Oh yeah, another news. I applied at my local movie theater, which has an IMAX screen, which is the thing I like about it. Fairly cheap tickets on Tuesdays as well, which I like. Boy, the stream looks really laggy on my end. Hopefully it's not the same for y'all. I applied at my local movie theater. They don't pay very well, but at least I get free movies out of it. That saves me some money. I have a friend who works there actually, so she can refer me, which is a nice advantage to have, I guess. I'm pretty sure they have quite a few people working there already, but who knows who else I could need. I think we've hit our peak, 6 people in the stream, man. Yeah, we gotta know if Squidman is going to Carl's Jr. I'm assuming he's not gonna respond because he is driving. Man, people are very sad about Carl Weathers. Understandably so. I need to watch him in Predator. I've been wanting to watch Predator for a while. And Prey on Hulu. Oh, he actually passed away yesterday. I thought it said Tuesday. It's Thursday, actually. I forgot he directed parts of The Mandalorian as well. I don't remember which episode. That's interesting. We'll never see the original Mandalorian duo of The Mandalorian, Cara Dune, and Carl Weathers' character. I can't even remember his name, honestly, but we'll never see that trilogy ever again in The Mandalorian. I watched Prey. It was pretty good. Yeah, I heard really good things whenever it came out. My Hulu is about to expire, so I maybe need to get on that. Or it expires next Wednesday, so 5 days.